Hello again, and here we are with the radiator. So I looked around a little bit there last night, and there's not too many places in the town that I live that work on radiators anymore. So I did the right thing, and I went and watched a bunch of YouTube videos of how to become a rad repairman. So now I am YouTube certified. So you might as well jump right on this and give it a go. I can see the seam has come apart right along here. It's just split right open. It ends about there. I've also noticed that there's actually a crack here too, right around the neck. Though I didn't see it leaking, but again, we didn't have it up to full temperature to see what would happen. So we're going to try to fix that as well. It's only soldering. I weld a lot, so it can't be that hard. And these end pieces that come off are nothing more than just brackets. Just, they have the bolt holes in them to hold this together. And someone has obviously tried to fix this before, because there's no way this is factory. So I'm sure I can make it look a little better than that anyway. So we'll get the torch here. We're gonna heat this up, blow out all this old solder. Same as on the ends here. Melt that off and blow it off. And we'll try the first way that I watched, and that was just to repair the seam. You heat the solder up, blow it out with an air gun to remove it all. Then you heat it up good to burn off any contaminants. I got a bunch of flux. I'm going to flux it up, some acid flux, and then try to solder it. That would be the shortest and easiest method. I guess the appropriate method would be to take the solder the whole way off and remove this cap completely, and then do a good cleaning of the surface, which sounds like a lot of work. Maybe not too bad, but I'm going to try to repair this seam first. If it happens to solder really good and wick in there really good, then we're going to call it done. Let's give her a go. Well, it appears that I'm going to have to take the whole top of this rad off. It appeared to be doing good when I started, but as it gets hot and the solder starts to go in, black crap starts bubbling up. I guess it'd be the impurities of all the junk that's stuck in there, and it won't bridge that gap. So I'm going to work on this for a bit, and I'm going to try to get the top of this rad cap off. Well, that came off way too easy, which is good, I guess. I was quite impressed. The trick is, you go with your torch, you get a nice little puddle. Then you get an air gun, and as you get that puddle, you follow it, just give it a little shot of air as you go, and it blows all that solder right out of the joint, and this thing popped right off without any prying. Now I am glad I did take it off, because I can see why I couldn't get soldering. Inside there's this buildup all along here, so this must have been cracked for a while. I'm assuming this is as it comes out, it kind of corrodes the edge. Everything else is a nice, perfectly smooth line. So I am glad I took it off. And also that little crack I could see on the outside of the spout, it is here too. It's right there. It's hard to see, but there is a little crack on the inside too. So I'll be able to solder that up inside and out just to make sure it's good. Hopefully I can get this back together. So now it's going to take some time, clean up this the joint here all on the edge everywhere, and see if we can get it back together. So here we are. Cut this edge as clean as I can get it. Now I did run into one problem. It burnt a hole. Now this whole thing, I guess, is a stamped piece of brass. I'm not sure how I'm going to fix that. I can't braze it. I've brazed before, but you have to get this thing cherry red in order to braze it, and that I don't think I got the skills to do that. So I'm going to look for a little piece of brass, like a little brass shim or something that I can solder to the outside of that. It's right on the edge here, but on the back side it's on the flat spot, so hopefully I can get something on there and solder that up. So anyway, now that's clean, I'm going to concentrate on the neck here and the crack that you can see, clean it up here, and then I'll do it on the other side as well and see if I can solder that. It may not look pretty, but that crack is gone. It is fully filled in. That is awesome. Now on to the bigger item. See if we can get this cap on. Well, I've soldered all the way around. I can tell you, I don't like soldering. Kind of sucks. Too cold does nothing. Too hot, it just sucks up like a sponge. I don't know where it goes. But I did get all the way around all sides. The only thing I got left now is try to fix this hole, which is not going well. I'm definitely not bridging that hole with solder. The stuff just runs too easy. So I do gotta polish this up around here, and I gotta find myself a little piece of brass or tin or something that I can solder to this thing. But other than that, it feels solid. I don't know. It's a little bit chunky here, but these aren't holes. This is some kind of black crap that comes out. But we'll try to fix this hole. Then we'll plug off the outlet and we'll put a little air in here and get some soapy water and see what happens. Well, here's what I come up with. This, I don't know what this is. I think this is a piece of brass, or maybe it's bronze. It's thin. It's probably thinner than a 16th. But anyway, I'm going to cut a little piece and try to stick it over that hole, and then see if I can get the solder to wick in around the edges. As long as it sticks, I can maybe get a coat of solder over top of it to make it thicker, to make it stronger, but I don't know. We'll give it a go. I'm going to get some sandpaper, rough this up and clean this up really good. Same as this little piece here. And we'll see if we can get the stick on there. I don't know what that little sheet was, but man, that solder stuck to that like a fat kid on a Smartie. If the whole radiator was made out of whatever that was, this would have been way easier. I just touched the solder on it and it completely spread out right across it and sucked in on every edge. I let it cool and I built it up probably about another almost a 3/32 second. No, not that much. Less than maybe a 16th. I was able to build over top of it, so that's it. Top of this rad might be done. Time, like I said, time to plug off the holes, get some air, spray a little soapy water around that edge, and see if there's any leaks. Here we go. High tech here, I tell you. Nothing but the finest duct tape in a Ziploc baggie that I found laying around. Should work. I don't think it requires a lot of pressure in these things. I don't want to blow the rad up. So let's see if we got some leaks. I'm also going to get a little yellow marker too, just to put a dab by where there may be leaks and see if I can fix in each individual one. I don't want to toot my own horn, but beep beep. This is full. I've filled this full of water, soapy water, all the way around. There's not one leak. I am impressed and absolutely amazed. Beautiful. That is awesome. Look at that. Oh, what's this? No, just bubbles from me spraying it with the gun. Not one leak. Even the top up here is all good. Nothing. Awesome. So now, just gonna clean up these surfaces here and try to get a little solder to stick back on here so I can put this cap on and the other end cap. And then we have a new rad. Radiator is complete. This is looks a little crappy, but she's on there good. I can't pry it off. Well, this job was a success. So much so, it's almost like one of those times when you think everything's going so good, something's got to go wrong. Well, anyway, no problem so far. No leaks with the air. I rechecked all the seams again after I heated up these top caps here on the top and on the bottom, just to make sure. So I guess the only way to really know now is to put her back in the tractor once that injection pump kit comes, and we'll fire it up and see if she holds fluid. Again, thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.